chant Buddha's name can avoid disasters. At Wushan Zhejiang province in Qing dynasty, there was a fortune-teller store owned by Wu Yunsheng. In addition to advising people, Wu also liked to persuade people to chant the name of Buddha. For ordinary people, if they are able to chant Namo Amitabha Buddha very well, then they are very lucky people. Mr. Wu, do you really mean it? Sure, this is my honest opinion. Good. From now on, I shall try to be a lucky people, make every effort to chant Buddha's name. That would be great. Sometimes, Wu also talked to people about his real response of chanting Buddha's name. Speaking of my life, it was saved by chanting Buddha's name. Oh, how to say that? It happened when I was still young. Wu grew up in Huizhou in his childhood. He had business around Suzhou usually when he was young. One time, he met a monk on the road. Please, stay, young man. Master, are you talking to me? I have an advice for you. Wondering if you would to listen? Please go ahead. Master, you have a very good character. Unfortunately, when you are 29 years old, will encounter a water disaster. Wu was very afraid when heard this prediction. So he requested Master to recommend a method to avoid the disaster. The Master thought a while, and said, "From now on, you should not kill and should release animals. Chant the name of Buddha sincerely, and chant great compassion mantra. Maybe you are able to avoid this disaster." Thereafter, Wu did as the Master's teaching diligently every day. Meanwhile, he usually advised others to chant Buddha name for their own benefits. When he was 29 years old, Wu took boat to back to hometown hurriedly. Please come up quickly. The boat is about to depart. He went on the board. There were total 17 people on the boat including Wu. Are you going home, sir? Yes. And you? I'm going home too. After selling dozens of miles, some were chatting, some took rest with eyes closed. Suddenly, the wind became strong and the tide rose. The ferocious waves continues to hit the boat was going to sink. Suddenly, Wu thought of his master's words. Immediately, he clasped palms and started to chant Buddha's name. After a while, the boat turned upside down and all the people fell into the water. In a coma, Wu heard someone said, Wu Yunsheng has the merit for advising others to chant Buddha's name, may be exempted from this disaster. When Wu opened his eyes, found out he had been rescued by the fishers. And he still tightly held the string of beads for counting number. Therefore, Wu came to Wushan opened this fortune-teller's store. Through talking about numerology, he introduced Buddhism to people. Later Buddhism thrived around Hangzhou. They influenced one another correctly between urban and suburban. Many men and women, the old and the young, liked to chant Buddha's name. They all said, Mr. Wu really has a great achievement.
Nam